Andretti starting on pole for our main event tonight. So starting lineup coming across the bottom of your screen. Average finishing position in our two heat races tonight. Marco with a second and a third gets pole position with Tony Stewart alongside him. And we're one lap away from the green flag.
For as mad as Tony Stewart was, he's still on the front row, so that's looking great.
Our progressive race analysis. There's how it's unfolded so far. Interesting flip and flop between NASCAR and IndyCar drivers as far as success in the two heats. And now we go 100 laps. Caution laps count until we get to the final 10. Got to have 10 green flag laps to finish it. It's Andretti and Stewart as this crowd comes to its feet for the green flag of the SRX main event.
Start by both guys on the front row, super even into 1 and 2. Going to battle it out here into 3 and 4 as well.
Greg Biffle lurking there with the gold card in third. Bobby Labonte and Ryan Newman sliding a little bit sideways off turn 4 as they race side by side. Tony Stewart moving up and using that outside line that's tempting Marco Andretti, who's looked inside him a couple of times for the race lead.
And that's a very, very smart move by Tony. Using a higher line can sometimes save your tires, but also it's very difficult for the guy underneath you to try to make that work unless he forces the door like that.
So Marco Andretti back to the race lead. Just 10 of 100 laps, now 11 as they come to the start-finish line. They click off the laps in a hurry here. They're running 16-second laps here at South Boston.
Tell you what, there's a little bit more contact, and these guys are really getting after it. But honestly, that was a little soft of Smoke there to let Marco go as easy as he did. So I think he'll have some payback here later. And it's always best to be out front because you've got nothing ahead of you. But once you make a tiny, tiny mistake or get hit in the rear by Tony Stewart, then you're a victim.
Better to have the lead than to want the lead.
I love being in the lead. I promise you that.
Yes, sir.
Just a nice, friendly tap.
Just a little let you know I'm still here, in case you forgot about me.
We can see all the Goodyear rubbed off the left front of Tony's car already, so he's had a lot of contact tonight, but I don't think there's any drivers who haven't hit anyone yet.
All right, there's the caution flag. Fun flag. And these cars off, this big crowd back on its feet, making some noise as they come to the restart.
Greg Biffle has, I think, had one of the best races so far. He's been sneaky, but he's right there in third, and he was quick in the heats too. So I'm excited to see what he can do as we wind these laps down.
Stewart with a good run off of turn number 4 on the top side, takes the lead and tries to shut the door on Marco Andretti.
I think Marco's going to have to get up to that top side to see what that feels like, because later you might have to use it if you're trying to go side by side for the win.
Inside of the body right behind them for third.
Oh, another crash from the back. Paul Tracy just got fendered into the wall.
Caution flag is out. That is a hurt race car. Look at that, Hunter-Reay.
Paul just a victim here yet again. Hunter-Reay almost losing it. And then as soon as that contact happened, the left front on Paul's car is broken and he can't control it, and into the wall he goes.
Man.
Don't go to Vegas with Paul anytime soon. Goodness gracious, he couldn't buy luck. That is a tough hit, honestly. No safety barriers around here. A little old schooler track. These cars get sideways and they get next to each other.
And we work the caution flag at lap 38 of 100. Pretty good fight up front between Andretti and Stewart. Pretty hard hit in back for PT, yeah. We'll get ready to go back racing with Marco Andretti in orange and Tony Stewart in red. Still double wide on the front row. Biffle in gold, Bobby Labonte in white, and row number 2. Everybody on the racetrack except Paul Tracy. We'll hear from PT in just a minute. First, though, we expect this restart to be kind of exciting.
I can't wait. This sneaky second row is looking real good, too. Greg Biffle and Bobby Labonte, I think, are just waiting to make their moves.
Here they come to the green flag. get to the outside of Andretti to pin him down low on turn 2. Just couldn't quite get there. And now he's, then more contact. Kanaan and Francis back in the pack.
I was going to say, Tony Kanaan's had a nice and quiet night so far, but here he is, wheel to wheel, banging doors.
TK trying to get to the outside of Castro Neves. Might have run it in there a little too hot.
Guys now sliding through the apex a little bit.
Watch Michael Waltrip in the blue car here with Peyton Sellers.
That is a wild ride. It's very impressive those guys all stay out.
So again, watch here, Andretti and Stewart.
Tony is just letting them know he's there, playing with them a little bit, getting them rattled. But Marco's holding on strong.
Greg Biffle is closed right in. Bobby Labonte had a little contact a minute ago with Ryan Newman, and that has allowed Helio Castroneves to get to the inside of Newman and grab a spot. Here comes now Stewart to the inside of Marco. More contact.
And that was exactly what Stewart needed. He used the bumper just to get him crossed up enough, and now Marco's going to get freight trained by Greg Biffle as well. That's the ultimate worst thing that could have happened there. But here he goes.
Look out.
No.
And around he goes in front of the pack.
The old chrome horn just didn't work out that time.
Trouble in turn 4 as the race for second place went sideways for Marco Andretti. They may not be all aligned properly anymore either from looking at that right front tire.
Yeah, we saw Greg get the move done, but when Greg fired it down the inside there, Marco had a great opportunity to come back underneath him, but that was brave, and I'm glad everyone else avoided him as well.
Good save by Biffle.
Really good save by Biffle. You saw him straighten the car out, lock the brakes a little bit to get her tied down, and everyone else missed Marco.
Watch Castroneves. First Bobby Labonte, then Helio Castroneves. White and red cars here. Watch them miss Andretti's sliding car.
Well, they both are past the age 40, but they got lightning reflexes.
At real speed.
It's impressive, actually, how quickly Marco got that car turn. And maybe we should dial up Marco to see what happened.
Because we've still got like 33 laps to go in this, and there's room for that opinion to change right now.
The plot thickens.
Yes, it does. Biffle inside in gold, Stewart outside in red.
Tony Stewart did about 3 or 4 restarts alongside Marco Andretti. Now he's got a whole different person to battle, and he's known Greg Biffle a long time. They've done a lot of racing against each other.
Stewart with the advantage for now. Bobby Labonte looking for some running room as he clears Helio Castroneves for third.
We've got the NASCAR guys back to the front.
Oh, trouble. Car on the wall. Turn number 3. Michael Waltrip gets turned around and backs it into the outside wall.
That's heavy contact. You see the rear of that car is all kinds of messed up.
And got some help there from Ryan Hunter-Reay.
Yeah, what was odd about that is Michael already looked like he kind of lost it on the way in and then got assisted by Ryan Hunter-Reay. There's a lot of contact going on. And yeah, but Ryan just got into the corner. I mean, again, with these guys without spotters, it's so hard to tell when someone's there or not there. And Michael slid up a little bit, opening the door for Ryan. Ryan lets him know that he's there. And then Michael tried to close it down just a bit. But when Ryan's nose is already there, as an American hero would, he's not going to back out of that.
Michael just put himself on the track in front of Ryan Hunter-Reay and has just tried to, actually, they're still going at it down the backstretch live.
Yes, it looks like they are wrecking each other under yellow. I don't really know what to say about that.
Yes, we have. So Hunter-Reay is in 8th position, and Michael Waltrip.
Yeah, that's this is a Michael Waltrip I love to see. He's got a lot of emotion. He's obviously an incredibly talented and successful driver, but he made sure Ryan Hunter-Reay. I think he just ripped the right front off Ryan Hunter-Reay's car.
He used that one up, not expressing his opinion either.
I mean, look, if he throws a helmet or two, I wouldn't be surprised. Sparks are flying. The tires are flying off that thing. He's got no rear end left on it. Look at him staring down the mirror. He's not looking forward at all. is like, where is the American hero Ryan Hunter-Reay?
All right, coming to the green flag. Biffle inside, Stewart outside.
Massive jump by Tony there. Again, Greg Biffle playing it safe down on the bottom. He's trying to close the door on Bobby Labonte, but he knows he's there. These guys are getting closer and closer. That restart was definitely one of the closest I think we've had tonight because it's getting later in the race.
Stewart clears Biffle for now. Labonte tries to follow around the outside.
And remember, Bobby Labonte has experience racing here. He's raced here most recently of anyone, and he knows how this track can evolve.
Bobby drives a Southern Modified Tour modified car. He raced here back in April in that machine. He's also got 3 NASCAR then Busch Series races under his belt. This place says the first time he came here was 1986. Tony actually has won here at South Boston Speedway before. October 13th, 2001, he drove a USAC Midget and won a 50-lap race here.
That's awesome. My boss, Ed Carpenter, raced here as well many years ago. Oh, wow, yeah. Ryan Hunter-Reay's car is... well, it's going to need a new paint job. It's going to need a lot of body work. Might as well just send that thing back to the shop.
And Sellers looking to see if he can find a way around Hunter-Reay.
We see the glowing brake rotors as well now. That's the brakes are getting heavily used here just to get the thing slowed up enough to get some grip in the apex. And I love night racing because we see those rotors glowing every time you go into 1 and 3.
Tony Stewart, 12 laps to go for Stewart. He has won your vote as our driver of the night. Almost half the vote coming in for Smoke. Bouncing back from the worst finish in an SRX race that he had a week ago down at Five Flags Speedway in Florida.
Yeah, it's going to be real hard to beat Tony tonight. I mean, he's found the speed here. He's kept his tires underneath him, and it's kind of stretching out now to be one of those races where it might be tough to pass with the end.
8 laps to go.
2 complete legends of America battling it out for the win. I can't wait to see what happens. I think Greg feeds in the wheel.
Do you?
Absolutely.
Well, he's only got a few laps left to do it.
The gold number 69 wagon is definitely not getting out of here without a bit of contact.
So 2 laps to go in our main event.
Is he close enough? Can he just get a run out of these corners to just get close enough? You can't completely wreck Tony, but man, I can't wait to see if he fires it in there.
White flag is out. Final lap here at South Boston. Looks like Biffle just cooled it down and tried to catch him, but couldn't get it done. The man on the night in SRX race number 2 for this season is Tony Stewart. Last year's champion wins it. Great drive from Tony.
Such a talent. He was the most angry person I've ever seen after the heats, and now he's going to be the happiest person. There's only one happy person after a race.
He said he was going to show him how it's done.
He did it.
He just showed him how it's done.
Let's take a look at our top 3 tonight in this SRX Series race at South Boston. Tony Stewart turning the anger into fuel and ending up on top. Greg Biffle following suit. Bobby Labonte working his way up to the field to finish 3rd. Here's another look at the final results. We can say that we saw a little bit of everything tonight. South Boston Speedway did not disappoint. Short track, short fuses, tension that turned into aggravation on the track that played out into Tony Stewart winning it all. Next week, we're going to see you from Stafford Springs up in New England. But for all of us tonight, we want to say thank you for watching.